Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Everyone may be a little bit tired today. It is Wednesday. We are live at 5. I just want to, I'm going to wait a few minutes for people to jump on. I want to make sure everyone can hear me. If you're jumping on for the first time or if you've been here before, just say hi. Say you can hear me. Let me know. Sometimes I have to open like two Facebook pages before I can know if everyone can hear me, which is what I'm going to do right now. I'm excited about this topic because it's one that's going to hit home, right, for everyone. So let me know if you can hear me. I'll wait a couple of minutes before I start. It looks like we have one viewer. Can that one viewer hear me? Whoever that viewer is out there. Wasn't sure, what it was going to look like tonight because obviously we had a, massive election. So not sure if people were going to be able to jump on. But let me know. I see two viewers jumping on there. If you can jump on, let me know if you hear me. Then I can start. I see two people. Okay, you guys can hear you. Hi, Tanya. How are you? Nice to see you. I don't know if you've watched live before or you've watched on replay, but welcome. Where are you from, Tanya? Just let me know where you're from. And then people usually just kind of jump on when they can jump on, so I'm just going to kind of go ahead. So if you don't know who I am yet, or you're tuning in for the first time, hi, my name is Cheryl Hasher. I'm a cleaning business coach. I founded this channel on Facebook and my group called Sisters Who Scale. And what I do is, like I said, I'm a cleaning business coach, and I help cleaning business. No, oh, in California, nice. The other side. I'm from Massachusetts. So I help cleaning business owners fix their hiring problems, which is a big thing. Learn how to attract the right client to get high paying clients and implement the right systems to fix your business. I've worked with hundreds of maid service owners. They're doubling, they're tripling their revenues, and they're fixing stuff, right? They needed to follow a path, they needed to follow a guide, right? And so that's what I do. I took my own cleaning business from zero. I was a single parent when I started, and I took it to over $750,000 a year, and it's still growing. I'm still active in my business. I am there at my office Monday through Friday in the morning, and then I help other cleaning business owners around the country in the afternoon and in the evenings. Yes. So let's just get into it. Tonight's topic it's a little bit different than what I do. And it may be a sensitive topic. And I thought it was important to bring to light because I talk to, a lot of cleaning business owners, a lot of female cleaning business owners. And I see that there's a struggle, and that's why I chose to do this training tonight. So, getting your partner on board with your dreams of growing your cleaning business. So, I'm a huge believer in female financial freedom because I know how transformative it can be. Watching women taking charge of their finances fills me with hope and excitement. And it's not just about the numbers, it's about building confidence and also independence. And that's very important. And I want every woman to feel empowered about learning about money, investing in themselves, and chasing their dreams without hesitation. Because together we can create a supportive community where we share resources, we celebrate our wins, and we lift each other up. And that's very, very important. For me, it's all about breaking down those barriers and helping women feel strong and secure in their financial futures. And it really makes me sad that even today, some women still need the approval for financial decisions, even when it involves them, even when they're the owner of the company. They still need to ask for permission from their partner, their spouse, or whatever. And it shouldn't be that way, right? There shouldn't be an asking, okay? There should be a discussion, right? And that's two very different words. You don't want to ask for permission, you want to discuss why something is important to you, why you want to grow your cleaning business. Maybe you want to invest in a program to help you grow your cleaning business that's not only going to help you, but it's going to help your partner as well. But unfortunately, this is not me. Thank God I have a supportive husband. And it exists though, right? It exists. Ask yourself, has this happened to you? Do you have to ask for permission? Show of hands. If you have to ask for permission to do something, say permission, right? It's okay. This is a free, this is a supportive forum. It's a private forum, okay? It's mostly women in here. You can, you can let me know. So let's talk about why your dreams matter. They just do, right? Plain and simple. Your dreams matter, okay? And as a cleaning business owner, you've already taken the brave step to build your own company, right? And as you stand ready to take your business to the next level, right? Because there's a difference. You might face one of the most personal challenges, and that's getting your partner support, especially if you're wanting to invest in professional help, right? So you have to remember that your dreams of growing your business aren't just valid, okay? They're vital. And this guide that I'm going to present to you this evening, and I welcome you to take notes, is going to help you navigate the important conversation with confidence, with grace, and with understanding, okay? But I truly believe that in order for us to understand why your husband or your partner will balk at the idea of building your business or hiring a coach to fast track to build your business, there are defined reasons why they do what they do. And so we're gonna go over some of them. No, I'm just gonna check in. If you want to write this down, part one is understanding partner dynamics. Hi, Janet. I know, Janet. You said he wasn't. So sometimes, here's the thing. Sometimes women have a better instinct on things than the men do, right? Especially because you were in Janet's a drop them up graduate, and she said that in the beginning. But you were in the thick of it. You were cleaning every day. You were interacting with the staff. You were seeing the problem that you're having. Your husband wasn't. He was hearing it probably from you secondhand, right? After or whatever. And so it takes them a while to get on board, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. So you may think your husband or your partner is just simply not supporting you. That's how it's going to come off, right? Or wanting to take something away from you. But that's not necessarily the case. But you need to understand why husbands do such things, right? So first and foremost, they are by nature, write this down, they are by nature born to protect us. All right, they're born to protect us. So when they're not supportive, it's usually risk averse in nature. And this is different than someone just saying, no, 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 right? So they're groomed to take care of their women and protect them from loss or getting hurt. So I have found that there are 6 types of hesitant partners, if you guys want to write this down. And you can always watch this on replay, you can watch it over, whatever. So 6 types of hesitant partners. I'm going to go over each one of them in detail. Number 1 is the doubter. Okay? What are you going to hear with the doubter? You're going to hear this. This is an example. Does coaching really work? Is that just another scam? That's the doubter. Okay? Or you really want to go out and clean other people's houses? That's the doubter. Anyone? So as we go along, tell me if you have, and if you're doing this on replay, that's fine too. Tell me which one your husband is, if not more than one. Okay, so number 1 is the doubter. Does coaching really work? Is this another scam? You really want to go out and clean other people's houses? That's the doubter. Okay, number 1. Now, understanding them. Men need concrete evidence and success stories. They won't just take your word for it, right? They won't just take your word for it. So they need to hear concrete evidence that there's a profit in cleaning, right? For example, and there's success stories from other people that have done it before. Okay, so their hidden concern is fear of wasting family resources. And that is valid, right? I'm not saying that your men are, everyone's unwarranted in how they feel. We have to consider how they feel, whether or not we agree with them, right? So the hidden concern is risk averse, wasting family resources. So here's how to respond to the doubter. Okay. Share specific success stories, statistics. Men love statistics, and testimonials from other cleaning business owners that it works. All right. I'll say it again. Share specific success stories, statistics, and testimonials from other cleaning business owners that it works. Anyone have a doubter? Let's see. Anyone have a doubter? Hi, Amanda. How are you? Glad you jumped in. We're talking about when spouses resist. So does anyone have a doubter? Anyone have a doubter? That's the first type of hesitant partner. We have the doubter. All right. Number 2 is Mr. Conventional. All right, what's Mr. Conventional? What are you going to hear from a Mr. Conventional? You're going to hear this. Who'll take care of the kids? This isn't how we usually do things. All right, different. How do you understand Mr. Conventional? So they value, familiar patterns, right? And routine stuff. And they worry about change, okay? Their hidden concern is fear of family disruption. Who has a Mr. Conventional in their household? Who has a Mr. Conventional? Anyone? Let me know if you do. So if you have a Mr. Conventional, okay, their hidden fear is the family dynamic disruption. Valid. You've been doing things a certain way for a long time, and all of a sudden you decide that you want to start a cleaning business and you want to grow a cleaning business, right? It's great for you and your financial freedom and your independence, but it makes him feel insecure. Okay? So, how to respond to a Mr. Conventional? Show how the growth can actually give you more family time. All right, valid. You have to prove to Mr. Conventional that this is going to it's not going to disrupt everything all the time. It may be a change of pace, but overall it's going to improve your quality of life and your family, right? And eventually give you more family time. Sure, you're going to put in the work, right? You're going to put in the work in the beginning, but after a while, the rewards, once you hire people, you'll reap the rewards, and then you'll have more money to go on a vacation and do other things, and he may, get a new truck, right? So that's how you would work with a Mr. Conventional. Mr. Conventional. All right. Number three of the spouses that resist is the challenger. Okay. What will you hear from the challenger? Okay. Let's regard it into like hiring a coach. Why can't you figure this out yourself? I never needed a coach. Here's the challenger. He's challenging you because he doesn't understand that you may need something that he never needed, right? So how do you understand the challenger? Okay. This one is sensitive and it's more men than we think, okay? So they might feel threatened by your potential success. Anyone have a challenger here? Right? Okay. They might say, hey, I'm proud of you. But when you seek outside help, they can become threatened or insecure about it because they're like, whoa, wait a minute. You're not coming to me to fix the problems. Why can't I fix the problems? If you go to an outside source, you're relying on someone else besides the rock of the family, right? Is this making sense? So what's the hidden concern of the challenger? The hidden concern of the challenger is fear of shifting the dynamics in the relationship. I bet more of us have a challenger than we think. I'm going to check in. Who has a challenger? All right, Amanda's saying Amanda was a doubter 2.5 years ago. Okay, now he's all about it and he tries to help. Right, and let him help, even though he may not be able to help. Amanda, let him try. You know what I mean? And it's good. You want him to contribute like some way. Even obviously, if it's not cleaning, you know what I mean? But contribute in some way, be helpful, suggestions or whatever. Run things by him so he feels included. The challenger, another challenge. Yeah, I have a challenger too. The challenger was your husband. Okay, all right, yeah, totally valid. Why was he the challenger? I'm curious to know. Why was he the challenger? I'm curious. Um, okay, so who's next? The challenger, like I said, they feared the shifting relationship dynamics. How to respond to a challenger. I didn't go over that yet. So, how do you respond to a challenger? You want to emphasize how your success benefits the whole family, right? You have to bring reason, use reason and rationale and evidence to show them that, hey, this is not only going to, improve my, financial, I have more money coming in on my side, but it's going to be used for the whole family, right? That's how you work with a challenger. Okay. Number 4 is the ultra aloof partner. Okay. What will you hear with the aloof partner? You will hear things like, whatever you want. I don't want to be involved. Go do it. Go do it on your own. It just doesn't want to have anything to do with it, right? If anyone has the ultra aloof partner, let me know. Okay. How do you understand this aloof partner? Because they may feel disconnected with your business journey, right? They're going to feel disconnected from you because you're doing something that they initially wanted no part of, but then now they feel left out, which is kind of confusing to us, but that's how it is. So the ultra aloof partner is fear of responsibility. They don't want you to put more responsibility on them, okay? So how do you respond to the aloof partner? You gently, right? You gently involve them in the vision building process. Just in that. You don't talk about stressors or dynamics or picking up supplies or doing this or doing that. Because if they're going to see you doing this all around the house, they're going to see you growing the business, going out to estimates, let them come to you and ask you questions, okay? If you have an ultra aloof partner, let them come to you, okay? So that's how you want to do it with them. You don't want to be forceful with them. You don't want to be like, hey, I need your help with this, because they're gonna buck the system, right? They're not gonna like that, okay? Because they don't want more responsibility put on them, right? So they're not going to want that. Okay. Number 5 is, and some of you may have this. Number 5 is the overthinker. Okay, the overthinker. So what will you hear from the overthinker? We can't afford this. What if it doesn't work out? Then we're out the money, right? You're going to hear that. You're going to hear that. How much money is this going to cost me? Right? You're going to hear things like that. How do you understand an overthinker? So an overthinker is going to prioritize financial security. That's completely valid. And that comes into play with the protection thing that we talked about in the beginning. So they naturally are grown to protect women, to protect their family, right? They're the man, right? So they're going to be protective of you. They're going to say things like, we can't afford this. What if it doesn't work out? Then we're going to spend all that money and it's not going to work out. Does anyone have an overthinker here? Does anyone have an overthinker? Let me check. Hi, Natalia. Tanya says, no, my son is my business partner. Okay, and he's just lazy. That's hard. I've worked with someone before that had the same situation. Janet says, your husband had business experience and he wanted to be the one to help me. Right. And so I'm curious, Janet, did you go to him first? I bet you probably did. And he probably couldn't help you, right? So that's why you sought out other help, which was me, by the way. But I'm curious, did you try and go to him first? I wonder if you did try. Let me know if you went to him first. I'd be interested to know. Okay, so getting back to the overthinker, their hidden concern is fear of financial instability. So how do you respond to an overthinker? Okay, you have to show your detailed financial plan and risk management strategy. that may be a little bit of work, but it'll work, right? Because they want to see numbers. They want to see risk minimization, right? So if you show this detailed plan of how you're going to, double your revenue, or how you're going to hire more staff and stop cleaning, you can show him what the plan looks like. And then you're going to show him for, okay, how do we minimize the risk? And you show that. That's going to be very important to them. They need to understand how this is going to work, right? Okay. Anyone have that person? Anyone have the overthinker? Write down which ones you have, because I'm so curious to see what everyone's spouses are like. Okay. The last one is the controller, right? I'm sure some of us have this, right? So the controller may try to persuade choices out of fear, or losing control, or afraid of the unknown. Anyone have the controller? Anyone have the controller? They may try to persuade choices for you out of fear of losing control, or they're afraid of the unknown. They want to control the situation. So what you would hear in this instance is, I don't think you're ready, right? I don't think you're ready. Let me handle the finances, right? You don't need to go make the money or anything. You're not ready for that. You're not ready to scale a business. What do you know about scaling a business, right? They're saying that stuff out of fear, right? They're saying that stuff out of fear. So you have to understand that with the controller, they struggle with letting go of the control. That's very hard for them. Why? What's the hidden concern? The hidden concern is their fear of losing influence in your life. How about that? They're afraid of losing influence and respect. And maybe it could be deep rooted, and you're thinking, hey, this is going to be great. I'm going to learn how to scale my cleaning company, and this is going to be awesome. We can take vacations and go here or there, or islands, or Key West, or wherever you want to go. And then he's thinking, oh my God, if we do this, my wife's going to leave me, right? That's what they're thinking. So you have to reassure them, right? So how do you respond to this type of person, the controller? You focus, this is very important, you focus on collaboration rather than permission. Do not ever ask for permission, ladies and gentlemen. Right, not gentlemen, ladies. This is a ladies' call, sorry. Do not ask for permission. We are past that. It is 2024. You do not ask for permission. You tell them about something that you've stumbled upon, or how you can grow your business, or you want to, instead of just bringing in extra money by you going out and cleaning houses, now you want to hire a staff. You tell them why, but you tell them why in a way that you're collaborating with them. And you could say something like, hey, I want to run something by you. I want to get your thoughts on this. I want to see if you maybe want to, join me in this, I can't think of the word, join me in this, collaboration of business together that can improve our, bring some more money into the home, maybe get us a couple extra vacations a year. I want to talk to you about this. I want to run this by you because I think that it could be a great thing for us to do together, right? That's how you say something like that. Okay, let me check in. Let's see what everyone thinks. Amanda says, I feel at one point or another my husband has been all lazy. He could be, that's why I see like they could be like a few. See if you can pick the top two. Then you're going to know how to deal with them when you want to approach him about other stuff that you want to do. Amanda had to remind him who the boss was. That must have been hard. Janet says, I kind of asked for his help, but he didn't know how to take the business to the next level. Right, because he doesn't own a cleaning business, right? I mean, that totally makes sense. And so, when that happens, you don't want to say, oh, well, you can't help me, sorry. You just want to be like, well, maybe we should seek out someone else that maybe might know, or maybe that has scaled the cleaning business, which was me in your instance. And then, I don't know, actually share with us, interesting, if you don't mind, share with us. So when we talked last year, we had our Zoom call, and you wanted to join the program. Share with us, how did you approach your husband? Hi, Candace. Janet, share with us, how did you approach your husband about working with me, an outside coach, in the program? What did you say to him? You write your answer. I'm going to continue. Okay. Now we're going to talk about red flags versus normal concerns. Okay. Normal concerns look like asking detailed questions about the investment, for example, right? Because you have to invest in your business, whether you hire, a coach, whether you get excess funding, you need to buy stuff, you need to hire people, you need to get payroll software, you're going to need, a little bit of money to do that. Wanting to understand the timeline. If you give your husband, okay, I think I can double the income in 6 months, explain that to them. So give them details, right? Requesting to meet the person you want to work with, me, the coach. I welcome anyone that has a husband that it's important to, get their acceptance of what you're doing. Bring them on the call. Bring them on a call with me. I have no problem. I've done that for a few people. And the husbands are, and you can ask, and she's not on the call tonight, but you can ask Victoria. Victoria is from my state, Massachusetts, and when we started working together a year and a half ago, her husband was on the first phone call, and he was protective, and he has every right to be protective. He is a man. He was born to be a protector, to make sure that this was a good choice for Victoria, that this was a safe thing to do, that it was, it was financially, risk averse, and that the odds were greater that they were going to grow their business. They've tripled their income since working with me. They started at about $8,000 a month, and they've tripled it. I think they're even higher than 24K now in about a year, a little over a year. It works, right? Shocker, right? Of course it works. It works if you do the work. That's what I tell everyone. But so he was concerned, and so we had a call, and I told him exactly what we would do in the 6 months, what the steps we were going to do, the steps we would take, this, that, and the other thing, what was included. And he said, you know what, this looks good, let's do it. So bring your husbands on the calls with me if you're thinking about coaching. Fine, totally fine. It's easier if you have them on the call with me than trying to relay all the information to them later, because then it never comes out the way you want it to. Okay, normal concerns. They express worry about the financial commitment. Valid. Okay, that's what they're supposed to do. They're the man of the house. They're supposed to take care of you and the family. That's what they're supposed to do. That is okay. All right? What do red flags look like? This is different. This is very different, and hopefully no one's ever seen this. Refusing to discuss the topic of expanding your cleaning business. Making threats about financial control. That's not normal, ladies. Not normal. Belittling your business achievements. That is not normal at all, okay? They're supposed to support you and protect you and love you, okay? So if they're belittling you about your business achievements, not normal. Using manipulation tactics to try and get you to not do something, right? Gaslighting, that's not normal. Isolating you from business resources, from finances, from investing in vacuums. Oh, we can't do that. You're going to have to go without. That's not normal. That is not normal, ladies. Okay, Janet says, I told him I listened to a lot of the podcasts and things they talk about getting systems in place to grow, and that even though he can help me with my aspect of the business, I needed help on how to grow. Okay, and so he understood that, right, which was cool. Okay, so let's say you want to make an investment in your cleaning business, whatever it is, and you need to talk to your partner. What do you say? And if you want to write this down, by all means you can. Now you're preparing for this conversation. You're setting yourself up for success, okay? All right, there's a mental preparation, and there's a physical preparation. Okay, let's talk about the mental preparation. Journal your thoughts beforehand. Right? If you can't get them on with you, whatever, journal your thoughts beforehand. Practice deep breathing exercises because you need to remain calm during the conversation, right? Now, you want to do this ahead of time. You want to visualize a positive outcome. I'm a true believer in manifestation of things, so visualize a yes, right? Think about having all these yeses in front of you when you talk to your husband. So visualize that it's going to be a great call and he's going to say yes, move forward, I support you 100%. Because that's all we really want, right? So as women, like, we want our partners to support us. What happens when our partners don't support us is we get very bitter, right? We all know that, right? We all know that we get very bitter, and we get defiant. Some of us, me, get a little defiant, and I say, well, I'm going to do it anyways, right? Or I'm going to show you. Not all women are like that, right? I was a single parent for 12 years. So I had a lot of time to get real independent and real feisty. So my poor husband, when he came along, he didn't have a shot in making the choices. But anyways, because I've been independent for so long. So that's just the way my life was, okay? So write down your key points and prepare success stories and numbers, right? Facts, like I said, they want data. They want to see stuff, right? So what does your physical preparation look like? Okay, choose a comfortable private location wherever you're going to have the conversation with your spouse. Pick a time when you're both well rested. Don't do it when he's come home from a long day and he's exhausted. Do it, just do it on a good day, right? Do it in the morning or do it on a Saturday when you're relaxing or whatever. Have your documents ready. Whatever you're going to show him that you need or you want to do, have your documents ready. Turn off the phone notifications, put the phone down, take the Apple Watch off, and, have a nice, undistracted conversation with your husband and create a very calm environment. All right, very calm, soothing. Don't do it during a football game, right? It's not gonna work. You're gonna do it when you relax. Maybe you're just getting into bed. Maybe something like that. Maybe right after dinner or whatever. Okay. So here is your comprehensive conversation blueprint, and I wanted to give this to you, ladies, because I think it's super helpful. Okay, so open the discussion. All right, so number one, you're going to open the discussion the first 5 minutes, okay? And you could say something to the effect of, I'd love to share something exciting about my business goals with you. I value your insight, and this is really important to me. Would now be a good time to talk? All right, that's very non-threatening, very, hey, you're valuing, his opinion. He's going to feel, he's going to feel good about that, right? And then you do that, right? Your second thing you're going to do is you're going to set the stage, which is the next 5 minutes. So you're going to share your excitement about, just be excited, right? Don't be nervous looking or anything. You're going to share your excitement about what you've discovered or what you want to do with your cleaning business or grow or this and that. You're going to express gratitude to them for their support so far. That is very, very important. Okay, don't miss that step. So you're going to express your gratitude for their support so far in your cleaning business journey. That's going to make them feel good. All right, because they're supposed to be the man of the house, the protector, right? The guy that's going to just, keep you from the buffalo running in the back of the yard, right? In old times. So express gratitude for their support. Next thing you can do is acknowledge their role in your success. Even if they're not actively in your business, you could say things like, thank you for supporting me and picking up the kids when I needed to be on a clean and stuff like that. That meant a lot to me, right? So you're telling them that you appreciate them. Super important. We should tell our partners we appreciate them more anyways, and vice versa, right? And next, you're going to create a collaborative atmosphere so they feel like they're involved, right? By doing all these things, it's going to make them feel that they're part of this, which, they really are. If they're living in your house, they really are a part of it on some level, right? Some more than others. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to present your vision. Okay, this is going to take a little bit longer, maybe 10 minutes. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to talk about your current business status, where the business is now, how much money you're making, what are you doing, are you cleaning solo, do you have a couple of people, maybe it's not working with a couple of people, maybe you want to learn how to hire better people, right? Whatever it is, everyone's going to have a little bit of a different experience in their business. You're going to talk about where you are now, and then you're going to talk about where you want to be. Right, correct. where you want to be. You can also weave in there that if you're looking for, outside coaching, how an investment with a business coach fits into this picture, okay, where it's going to take them. If you can work with someone that's going to double your income, triple your income, get you out of the field. A lot of people I work with eventually get out of the field. They stop cleaning. They have a staff in place and they're not cleaning anymore. So you want to say, hey, this is what I think can happen. Right, or this is what I think. Or if it's, on a growth level on expanding your cleaning business, or you want to get an office, okay? Say you're running the business out of your house and you want to get an office. What would you say? You would say, I'm really thinking about it. I think it might be a really good idea to have a local, like a location where all the staff come in the morning so they can see each other more and I can build a company culture. And you can say, I've been doing a lot of research and I have found that having an office builds company culture and retains staff better than running a cleaning business out of your house. That's a valid point. I teach that every day. That's another example. If you're looking to spend, $500-$600 a month on a cleaning office, right? He's going to be like, why do we need that? Do we need to invest in that? You know what I mean? Yes, you do. If you want to get to a certain level in your business. So that's another example. But you don't want to forget to mention that what you want to do with your business has specific benefits for your family, right? How it can change both of your futures, not just yours, right? It's not just your show. You're a couple, you're together, you're a family. If you have kids, how it benefits everyone. You see how this conversation is different. You have to break it down, right? The relationship will break down when there's no communication. And some husbands communicate more than others. We all know that. But this is something that if you involve him with it and he feels part of it, you're going to get less resistance to things, right? And then you have the financial conversation. You break it down. How much money you need to start this cleaning business? How much money you need to invest in staff, buy equipment, go get an office, whatever it is, right? The expected return. Tell him how much you think you can make from this initial investment amount, right? That's a valid point. You don't want to say, I don't really know. You have to have everything in order, right? When you go to him for important things like that. Payment options for things. You could be like, and we could do payment options for, buying this equipment instead of a one lump sum of $2,000 or whatever it is, right? Now, so the breakdown is number one, investment amount. Number two, expected return, right? Focus on the expected return because guys are number people, right? Expected return is number two. Number three, are there payment options? Number four, timeline for these results. This is important because you give them something tangible. They say, I'm going to do this. Here's how much it is. Here's the expected return. Here's how we can finance this. Here's the time that I'm going to be able to do it in. Right? You give them something completely tangible. Is this making sense, ladies? Is this making sense? Hi, Kelly. How are you? How are you? If this is making sense, let me know, even if you're watching this on replay. I did this because I see that so many women struggle asking their partners for permission to do something and expand their business, and it's not right, and it pissed me off, and I was going to do a topic about it. And so just so you know, when I do write all these topics, I get all of my information from people I talk with. So this is a valid thing. All right, so let's talk about communication strategies, power phrases for your opening to have this conversation with your husband. I'm excited to share some thoughts that I think could change our future. You don't want to say me, you want to say, think they could change our future, the future of our family, stuff like that. Another great power phrase is, your support means everything to me in this journey. So they know that it's important that you get their support, right? You're not asking for permission, you're asking for support. It's different, okay? I'd love your thoughts on an opportunity I've discovered, right? There's another one. So for addressing concerns, when they start to get a little concerned and shaky, You can say a line like this: I understand your concern about whatever the worry is, and I've thought about that too. Let me share how I plan to address that challenge. So you already have everything laid out. You already have a plan to help him see that this is a good thing to do, okay? Or you could say a line like, what would help you feel more comfortable about the situation? Get their thoughts, get them to talk to you, okay? So what you need to understand is you need to make it clear that you are not asking for permission. You're asking to seek their support. And there's a difference, okay? You don't want, in this day and age in 2024, you don't need permission. You need support, right? We're all independent women because we all own cleaning businesses. So you can't say that you're not independent, right? So this becomes a different conversation when you are no longer asking permission and you're asking for support. You're seeking support. Now it's completely different. You've already made up your mind, right? You're just asking them to support you, right? Make sense? So how do you build excitement with them? So you could say something to the effect of, imagine if we could, and name the specific benefit to the family. Imagine if we could have 2 extra vacations a year, or we could take the family to Yellowstone, which is on my bucket list, or we could take the family to Yellowstone, or we could go to Key West for the week, or we could go on a cruise together and have, a vacation alone with all the kids. How awesome would that be if we had the money to do that? Okay, so that's how you build excitement. This could help us reach our dream of buying a house, of buying a new truck for you, right? For all your husbands who love trucks, and buying a new truck. I see this as an investment in our family's future. That is a completely different conversation. You've completely armored him, right? So as a man, he's got his armor up. He wants to protect you. You've completely disarmored him. Not a bad thing, okay? So with your body language tips, all right? I'm going to give you do's and don'ts. Do maintain gentle eye contact. Keep an open posture. Don't cross your arms or anything like that. Lean in when they speak. So when they're talking, you lean in. You're showing you're here in the sphere. You show understanding, and, use calm hand gestures, right? So got that? All right. Avoid crossing your arms, looking down. Don't fidget. No aggressive gestures or defensive postures, right? That's not going to work. So let's talk about now how you handle a specific scenario. The initial no. No, we can't afford this right now. Okay. All right. You get that. We can't afford this right now, right? That's the protective male coming up, whatever. Your response could be, I'm going to give you a few. I hear your concern about the financial aspect. Could we look at the numbers together? I've created a plan that shows this investment could pay for itself. Okay. He's going to probably say yeah, right? Number 2, the delay tactic. That's the second one, okay? He's going to say, well, maybe later. Now isn't the right time. That's just stalling. Stalling because they don't want to make a decision, okay? Not at the right time right now. It's not the right time, right? I'm going to tell you, right? When it comes to building your business, the right time is now. It's today. It's not tomorrow. It's not next month. It's not 3 months down the line, 6 months down the line. If you have a mindset like that, you're never going to make it. You're never going to build your business. The time to start is now, is today, is always today. Even if the thoughts are today, the actions come tomorrow, right? So the delay tactic, maybe later, it's never going to happen. It's never going to come. So your response can be, I understand timing is important. What would need to happen for you to feel it is the right time? Can we put that plan together? So now you're saying you have them on the hook. Maybe we can't do it this month, but what's the timeline look? Because it's really important to me. I want to build my cleaning business. I want to grow. I want to hire staff. When is the right time? So you don't just let, now isn't the right time, and then he changes the subject or turns on the football game, right? That doesn't happen. Okay, scenario 3 is the doubt response. He would say something to the effect of, let's talk about when it comes to hiring outside coaching. Why can't you grow this business without this? That's going to happen, right? And your response could be, I've made good progress on my own and I'm proud of that. A coach could help me grow even faster, which means reaching our family goals sooner. Which you all know if you've ever worked with a coach, me or anyone else, that they'll get you there faster. Those are some things you can say. Is this all making sense, ladies? Is this all making sense? Amanda, I would love for you to get an office. Girl, Gloria Paul, that I've been working with for a year, just moved into her office. Just moved into her office this week, right? Super excited for her. She just hit 28K a month in her business, and she's on track to hit 35,000 a month. She'll do it. She'll do it. She's a badass from North Carolina. Anyways, okay. Let me just give you the last piece. So as we conclude this, I know I went over it tonight. This was a bigger training. As we conclude this, ladies, you have to remember your worth. You're not just building a business. You're creating a legacy. You're creating a legacy for your family, that you went out and started something from nothing, because most of us have started our cleaning companies from the ground up. And you're an American badass, right? You're an American badass. You created a business out of nothing with a mop and a caddy. That's a big deal. It's a big deal. It shouldn't be overlooked, right? It shouldn't be minimized whatsoever. So your desire to grow and improve is very admirable, and seeking support is not a sign of weakness, okay? It's a sign of wisdom. There's a difference. So when you approach conversations with your husband, whatever they are, remember you're capable, your dreams matter, your business has value, your growth benefits everyone in the family, him, your family, your friends, maybe your aging parents, who knows, right? And you deserve support. You deserve to be support. So when you go into these conversations, go with confidence, go with clarity, and go with compassion, because you're not only helping yourself, you're helping your whole family. And so that's how these conversations should be brought about. Right? I hope this was helpful. I hope this was helpful for you tonight. If you're watching it on replay, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on what type of person your husband is, whether it be a challenger, an overthinker, a doubter. There's 6 of them that I talked about before. A couple of announcements. There will be another in-person Rise retreat in Destin, Florida, looking like the 3rd week of April. More details to come. I'm securing a house. I'm securing a house on the beach. It's going to be a big, massive house, and it's going to be a 3-day retreat / seminar on everything about hiring and training your teams, hiring your people, retaining your people, keeping a good company culture, how to hit your additional stream, your additional revenue goals with hiring, training, disciplining, how to do all the hard hiring stuff that everyone struggles with. And the reason why the first retreat, we talked about all types of different topics. This retreat, I specifically gathered from a couple of polls I did, and everyone wants a hiring retreat. So hiring it is, ladies. Destin, Florida, the 3rd week of April. I should have details in the next couple of weeks. If you're interested, put Rise Retreat in the comments. I will reach out, put you on the wait list. I have 7 people on the wait list right now. I'm going to max out probably at about 15, 14, maybe 14, right? Maybe 14. So we have a little room in the house, right? It's going to be myself, my husband. We both train, bringing Jay in. He's finally getting on board, ladies. It's been a long time, right? He's getting on board. And you can ask the ladies that came to New Hampshire. They met him, and he trained a couple of topics, and he was a hit. So, but anyways, have an amazing evening, ladies. If you feel like you want to talk with me further about getting support for cleaning business, message me, DM me, leave me a message, drop them up. That's the phrase, drop them up if you're interested in working with me and scaling your cleaning business and taking it to the next level. All right, amazing. This was amazing tonight. Have a great evening. Enjoy your Wednesday, and I will see you next week.